Hi again, everyone. Welcome to Sounders FC Roundtable. I'm Tony Ventrella with Arlo White. To my right, your left. Matt Gaschk to my left, your right. I'm in the middle, now that we got that squared away. We're at Top Pot Donuts in downtown Seattle on 5th Avenue. Wonderful location. In fact, we've got some good news for you. A couple of giveaways on this show. 2 tickets to the Chicago Fire match. We'll come up with the announcement on that in just a moment. And a beautiful Sounders FC jersey. Arlo will have the explanation. There is a trivia question involved in that one, and we'll get to that during this edition of the Roundtable. Let's first talk about the match. Chicago Fire, 1 o'clock, Quest Field Saturday. Weather forecast, last time I looked, pretty good. But just a couple of seconds ago when I looked again, not so good, so we'll have to see. Going into, I know, it's back and forth. Going into the match, have we come out of this, have we broken the spell of the first 2 matches? It looks like we're climbing.
Things are trending that way.
What's your opinion
as with the weather, trending towards better weather.
Right.
No, things did look good down in San Jose. A couple of unfortunate mistakes end up in goals for San Jose, but like Casey Keller said, of the 5 goals we've allowed, I think 3 or 4 have been up for MLS Goal of the Week. They've been great goals. It's not like we're allowing these gimme goals every week. It's been pretty remarkable, the goals that we've allowed. Things are turning around the other way on the offensive end, and O'Brien White scores a goal. Brad Evans, we see his value to the team. He scores a goal. Mauro Rosales really starting to fit in with the group, and his energy, I think, is contagious. Other guys are picking up on that, and I like the way the direction this team's going offensively for sure.
Oh, of course, in the booth, you've got a chance to see the momentum. Now, we talked about after the first match, it was a wonderful match. And the second one, the one where we had all those opportunities, and now, of course, I'm getting them confused. But there have been opportunities that have not been capitalized on, but now we're beginning to capitalize.
Absolutely. I mean, we had to wait 259 minutes for the first goal, and then, like buses, which is the old phrase, 3 come along in quick succession. Now, the Houston game, that's in the books as being an overwhelming performance by the Sounders, and they couldn't quite punch in more than 1 goal. But I thought the first half, particularly against San Jose, was absolutely terrific. Before the Brad Evans goal, Mauro Rosales had gone clean through, and he was challenged just as he shot left-footed, and it went just wide. Zakuani had an opportunity at the near post. So we played some lovely football, and we have done for the last, I think 4 games, particularly the last 2 games. So as you said earlier, it's trending upwards. And just a word about Casey Keller, that left-handed save from Chris Wondolowski in the first half, for me, if we see a better save in MLS this season, it will be pretty special. That was astonishing what he pulled off there. So, defensive lapses, I suppose, great saves, an open game of football against San Jose. Hopefully we'll see, for the neutral, we'll see the same against Chicago. Ziggy will be having fits if there's that many chances at either end, in the Chicago game. But for the neutral, watching that, it could have been 5-4. It was a fantastic game of football and a great advert once again for the league. But looking ahead to Chicago, going to be a tough game. But a guy, as you say, the performances are trending upwards, and I think the longer and the more opportunities they create, the better it will be, and the crowd will be royally entertained, which is what we want.
Absolutely. 1 o'clock match Saturday, Quest Field. By the way, a few tickets as we record this today, a few tickets still remaining for the match against Chicago Fire this weekend. Not many, though, so grab them if you don't have them already. Let's talk about tickets right now, Matt. Got a couple of tickets available. What's the deal? What do you have to do to get them? Where do you have to go?
I think if you come by here at Top Pot,
the 5th Avenue Top Pot.
5th Avenue Top Pot will have these at the front desk. The first person, I think, to ask for the tickets.
Good.
Come here and ask for a pair of tickets to the Sounders game. The first person to do that, they'll get a pair of tickets to the Sounders versus Chicago Fire April 9th at Quest Field.
Making that pretty tough. No, I mean, it's great. Okay, let's talk.
I don't know they have an Arlo White special here. I can't say ask for the Arlo White special.
Well, I don't think they serve alcohol, do they? So I don't think that's possible.
No, they don't. Although the donuts can be equally addicting in a good way. Let's talk about comebacks. The other day at training, I saw Freddie Montero with the cast. Let's start with that one.
Yeah.
And he is, I think, close to coming back. So why don't you start with that?
Yeah. It was interesting. We had a chat with Ziggy on Saturday morning before the San Jose game. Now, there were sort of rumours that Freddie Montero might have flown down to San Jose and perhaps taken a seat on the bench for that game. It didn't happen because they were unable to cast the injury after the operation. So an extra week, hopefully, we'll sort that out. Now, I asked Ziggy, because you can imagine you're a boxing aficionado. If you turn up with a huge cast on, and as a striker, you can do some real damage with that, couldn't you? Whacking it into somebody's face, a bit of Marquis of Queensby rules, I suppose. Can you play with a cast? I asked Ziggy, and he said it's down to the referee's discretion. Now, these days with technology, things have moved on, so you can get a fairly subtle piece of medical equipment on the hand there to protect the injury, which will not endanger an opponent. I understand Taylor Graham played with a rather larger one, perhaps with his hand injury in the reserve game on Sunday. And now he got away with that.
A lot of bubble wrap, a lot of tape. Yeah, but it was an interesting concoction there they had.
So actually, a soccer ball was in there.
Right.
Yeah. So like. I mean, the answer is, Tony, that he can play with a cast if he's comfortable doing it, and it doesn't provide a problem for the opposition. But it's down to the referee's discretion on the day.
Let's go to Matt Gaschk for, again, Mike Faceto out there jogging the other day. Is he close to coming
He's
back?
close, I think. I think we'll get a better indication at Thursday's training session, again with him. I think if we see him training with the team on Thursday, I would think him to be a likely candidate to make the 18 and maybe see some action on Saturday. They may take the conservative route and give him another week and wait till next week, but it's very possible that he could see action on Saturday.
Then also very briefly, Nate Jakwa getting more and more time, getting into shape, and possibly moving in and out with O'Brien White. But we'll talk about that. Right now, since we're getting toward the end of the program, we got to get to the jersey question. I want to talk very briefly about Real Salt Lake and what they've done.
Yeah, congratulations to them. They've made it through to the CONCACAF Champions League. They're seeking to become the first MLS team to win that competition in its present format. Now, Ziggy's LA Galaxy won it as it was the Champions Cup a few years ago, but they went down to Saprissa last night, where we've been last season, of course, in our group in the CONCACAF Champions League. They lost the second leg 2-1, but overall they won 3-2 on aggregate. So they will play Monterrey in the final or Cruz Azul. And Monterrey were also in our group in the CONCACAF Champions League last season. So we were in a very tough group. It's become quite clear. So congratulations to Real Salt Lake flying the flag for MLS fantastically.
And either team they meet, if it's Monterrey, we've seen them. It'll be a great opponent for them. Cruz Azul, they played a great series with Cruz Azul in the group stage of Champions League. It was unbelievable.
That 5-4 game
and
down
if they
there
can
was
match
incredible,
the intensity and the atmosphere of those games, it'll be an incredible final.
Let's talk radio programs real quick, and then we'll get to the jersey. You guys have a couple of radio shows. Obviously, 710 ESPN is our radio partner. They do a wonderful job carrying the live broadcast, Arlo, with you, and also a pre-game show.
Yes.
Now, but what about, there's another station in town that does a good job as well, 950 KJR.
Right. First, let's mention the Sounders FC Weekly Show, hosted by Matt Johnson, 8 to 9 a.m.
That's 710 ESPN.
On Saturdays. You appear on that show.
I'm, usually there. Yeah, nice early morning alarm call on a Saturday morning between 8 and 9.
and every Thursday at 12:30, I make an appearance on my old radio station on 950 KJR.
Wow.
And I'm on
Dave
5.
Softy Mahler.
Yeah.
Let's do the
I'm
jersey.
on with the gas man, Tony, at 5 p.m.
Good.
on KJR on Thursday night.
Take those notes. Quick question, you get the jersey if you answer this question. Arlo, go.
Well, Tony, a Seattle Sounders player, used to play for the Chicago Fire, and seeing as the Sounders have that rich history in the US Open Cup, how about this? Which Sounders player played for the Chicago Fire and won 2 US Open Cups? He scored in the 2006 final. Which player is it?
Great question. A tough one. You win the jersey if you get it.
Answer right here in the comment section on the SoundersFC.com website, not on YouTube, on SoundersFC.com, the comment section of this video. And the first one to answer correctly will be awarded that fine jersey.
Matt, Arlo, I'm Tony Ventrella. Thanks again to Top Hot Donuts. We're at the 5th Avenue location where the tickets will be available for the prize winner. Also, 8 o'clock Sunday night, the Food Network features Top Hot Donuts. Be sure to check it out. We'll see you all again next time.